All right, so Chase, I'm going to start with you since you're our resident quarterback, and this probably hits home for you more than anybody. Would it be a mistake for the 49ers to give Brock Purdy top 5 QB money?
No, it would not. Ooh. No, it would not. And it's hard to, because I think the worldwide reaction, except if you're San Francisco 49er fans, are exactly what you said. Whoa. You know, but if you look at the highest paid quarterbacks in the league right now, Dak, I think he is. Dak and Joe Burrow, for me, they're better. This is where it falls in line. Look, the salary cap went up 10%. And that's like the end-all, be-all for these GMs and these head coaches in these front offices, because that's what you have to follow. It is now going to be $280 million. If you have Brock Purdy come in at $55 million, say it's the second highest paid quarterback in the league, in 2 or 3 years from now, that's going to look like a bargain. In fact, $55 million of next year's cap is only 20%. You have 80% to spend elsewhere. So it's not one of those things where you're like, oh, it's just all this percentage of the cap like Dak was for a couple years. It's not like that. For me, his play on the field. Now, I agree. We haven't yet seen him carry the team by himself. He's had very good players. Make no mistake about it. He's had a very good offensive coordinator, head coach, Kyle Shanahan. But I know they love him there. And as long as Kyle Shanahan is the head coach, Brock Purdy will be their franchise quarterback. And I think literally, Slick Rick, in the next 2 or 3 years, you're going to look at $55 million. You're going to be like, oh, man, that's a bargain. Right now, it seems like a lot. But the way the cap is going, we have new deals coming, TV deals coming in 2029, 2028.
You think it's only going to go up? It's
only going to go up. It's going to skyrocket. And the most important position in all of sports is what, James Jones?
Receiver.
Come on, man. I was coming to you for a good setup. It's the quarterback.
Don't ask a question if you don't know the answer.
And if you don't have a quarterback, regardless of what you think about it, like, you will not be successful in the NFL. So absolutely, it's not as crazy as some people think to pay him top 5 money, in my opinion.
Are you going? Because I know we both feel like this is crazy right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
You on that side of
I want my guys
to
get paid.
Whoa. I'll go.
Hey, James, do your thing.
Yeah. It is a mistake, right? Usually when you see quarterbacks win championships with not a lot of talent on rosters, it's because those talented players on the rosters are not up for contracts yet, right? So you're blessed, kind of like the Philadelphia Eagles. You're blessed you don't got to play Jalen Carter yet, right? You blessed that Zach Bond fell into your lap. You blessed you drafted a #1 corner, my man Mitchell. A lot of these ballers that played at an all-pro level are not under contract. When you look at the Green Bay Packers right now, they got 5 receivers that is super, super young, not under contract. So you can pay the quarterback because those dudes are under contract for a long time. When you pay the quarterback, you're going to lose some of them naturally. Yeah. Can that quarterback carry the team when you lose some of those players? No is the answer, because he has not shown us he can do that. So when you're sitting here telling me and we're sitting down in the room and we say, okay, Debo is gone. We don't know how much longer Trent's playing. It ain't nobody we replacing Trent with neither, because he walking into the Hall of Fame, right? Brandon Ayuk is coming off of an ACL injury, right? Kittle's getting old. Eventually he's going to be out of there. Is number 13 a dude that can lead us there? Not saying you can't get more playmakers around him, but it's going to be hard to find those dudes. You know what I'm saying? Can he be the quarterback to lead you to a Super Bowl if those dudes are not there? The answer is no, because he has not shown you that. And when he had an opportunity to show you that this year, they weren't even in the playoffs to have a chance to compete for a championship. You're talking about number 2 money with a number 12 quarterback in the National Football League. He ain't in the top 10 at the quarterback spot. We're talking about top 2 money. And I understand the next man up mentality and all that, but when you're talking about winning a Super Bowl, I think Brock Purdy is your guy, but at the right price to get all these pieces around him, but not at no top 5 money. Do you think that is out?
Do you think
Great job, James.
Do you think Brock Purdy can lead the team to the Super Bowl?
He just said no.
With the talent around him, yes, because he showed us that with a bunch of talent around. With the talent around him, he can't even lead you to the playoffs, is what he showed you. So that's all I'm saying. You're talking about $55 million. And I feel the same about Trevor Lawrence and Tua and all that. It's not just Purdy. Yeah. I don't feel like they should be making that money. I think they need to be having a friendly contract to get players around them. And I ain't just Purdy.
Yeah, but we live in a world where You made a lot of money off free market. I made a ton of money as a backup off free market. You made a ton of money off free market.
No, I ain't no free market. I earn everything I got. Ain't no free market.
Listen. It's a free market, free agency. When you get to free agency,
you never hit free agency.
Best players don't get no free agency, dog.
Then you got more money, okay?
Yeah.
Like you still made a lot of money for playing. This is what our game and our union has fought for, is for free agency, and it is the next man up. So regardless of what you think he should be paid, the 49ers are paying him and are going to pay him top 5 quarterback money. They truly believe that he's the guy.
That's probably what will be happening. It will be a mistake.
Can y'all switch? Hey, Luka and LeBron, y'all pass that rock to your boy over here, please,
here we go.
please.
Let me get you one. Let me get you one.
Don't drop it. I'm tired of this era we're in now, where average guys is talking about getting top 5 money. Now I'm not even calling Brock Purdy average.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm used to seeing guys like Big Ben, Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning. That time, okay, elite players making elite money. Now it's just like I look at the top 5, it's crazy. How? Because when the team ain't surrounded with all these superstars, you see what they look like. Defense had a bad year. You see what they look like. Some of your all-star players are hurt, are getting older, are not playing, or they're injured. They can't even go to the playoffs. A guy like Josh Allen, defense, guys retire, safeties retire, I lose some linemen, right? I don't have my number 1 receiver, Stephon Diggs, right? And we still go to the playoffs. Not just the playoffs, we go to the AFC Championship game. He deserves elite top 5 money. Yeah. These other guys, when we talk about Tua's okay. Brock Purdy's he's all right. But if I'm going to pay you this type of money, Slick, can you lead my team if the team ain't great? You get what I'm saying with that? So when you ask me about, it's like, I like Brock Purdy, and sometimes my take might not seem like I do, but I do. I do like him.
You're keeping it real.
It's just like, if I'm going to pay you, think about what we're saying. Because every other position, you can't be above average or average and get elite money. Only the quarterback.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you talk to some of these players around the league, and I'm going to be respectful, won't drop no names, and you talk about some of these quarterbacks, it's laughable. Because they get their money so fast, and they're not really earning it, per se. In other positions, like CeeDee Lamb. How the hell CeeDee Lamb can't be the number 1 highest paid receiver? If him and Justin Jefferson, I don't matter how big of a difference it is, it's close enough where he should be jumping over him.
Yeah.
But you take a guy like Brock Purdy, and every time they go to the Super Bowl, NFC Championship game, and you question this, man, is it him or is it a game manager? Yeah. And then we talking about elite top 5 money. Think about how that sounds.
And you know what's crazy?
That's crazy, man.
I forget my thought. You know what's crazy? Because this is like, if T. Higgins is about to be a free agent.
30 mil.
If T. Higgins made more money than Justin Jefferson, what would that look like?
Oh, my God.
Not good.
It will look crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what this is.
Respectfully,
that's what
receivers aren't as important to the game as quarterbacks.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is he's a number 2 wide receiver. We agree?
He's going to be a number 1.
He's not even a number 2 quarterback, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And we would be going crazy if T. Higgins made that money. But it's okay to give it to the quarterback.
So Shane made a good point, and he said, how many teams?
Thank you.
How many quarterbacks can actually lead their team to a Super Bowl or to the playoffs without an elite team around them? Mm-hmm. How many? I can name Josh Allen. Joe Burrow, once. But back-to-back years, he has not had an elite team. He hasn't made it. Dak Prescott hasn't done it. Jordan Love hasn't done it. Trevor Lawrence hasn't done it. Lamar Jackson, it's a pretty good team. Jalen Hurts, your team, dream team around him. So I think that there's a happy medium. There's only like 1 or 2 guys you're talking about.
So Chase,
you know what I mean?
So when you saying all that, that's what I'm trying to tell you is, them guys shouldn't get elite money then. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Why are we talking about? Why are we even having a conversation having him top 5 money?
This is I think the word that we're missing here, because I'm with you. Like, 49ers are probably going to do it.
No doubt.
Right?
They got to do it.
And plenty of teams have done it.
But it's crazy.
But would it be a mistake is the question.
Mm-hmm. No,
because you're not paying Brock Purdy for what he's done to this point with the team. It's where he can take
Great question.
you. And this is my question, is how much potential does Brock Purdy have to be better than he's been to this point? There's a reason that he was drafted where he was, because of the measurables. Now, he has overachieved immensely. He's like, I like him and I love guys who make the most out of what they have.
Question.
But can you take me there? Would we say he's a top 5 quarterback in the league right now, talent-wise?
So Trevor isn't, Jordan isn't, Tua isn't.
I know, but those teams made that mistake. Do you then make
Jordan
the
Love
same...
was not a mistake doing that.
Okay, that's one.
I'm sorry.
That's one. That's one. But the majority, 3 out of 5, and I'm not even sure that I can put Brock Purdy in, like, talent-wise. I'm not putting him there with Jordan Love.
No.
I'm not. Okay.
I would agree with you.
Right.
So now I'm going to pay him and put him in that
100%.
category and expect him to do what Jordan Love is doing. That, to me, would be a mistake because and here's the other part. When you look at some of the young quarterbacks and they've struggled or they get their money and you can look at all the changes. They have different coaches, different offensive coordinators. Like, I'm not sure that Brock Purdy isn't a beneficiary of Kyle Shanahan's.
Oh, my God.
You know that. You know that, Slick. You know that.
Right?
System.
The money that he's made is as much because of
I'm so sick and tired of
he's
this
playing
system
with.
talk.
Is that not true?
Slick Rick, you as a quarterback, your job, okay? Your job is to run the system that is given to you at the highest level.
Understood.
And everybody has ran it. And
everyone
Kyle
has.
Shanahan's system.
But why
to perfection.
has Kyle Shanahan gotten rid of everyone else except they want to pay Brock Purdy? Because Kyle Shanahan believes Brock Purdy is better than anyone he's ever had to run his system.
He also thought Trey Lance was.
Wait. Who?
And he made a mistake, and what did he do?
what
He
I'm
traded
saying-
him and got
he
somehow fleeced Jerry Jones.
wait,
for a
wait,
first round pick.
He paid Jimmy G money, too.
Not like this is what I'm saying.
Well, he paid Jimmy G market money when it was his.
No, it was below market. It was below
Wait,
market.
what do you mean he got rid of everybody?
He said
They got
Trey
all the other
Lance.
quarterbacks.
All I'm saying,
And he stuck with Brock.
all I'm saying is this though. When you just made that point,
You talking about
we all
Trey Lance and Sam Darnold he got rid of, and that's who you
Sam
back?
Darnold was a backup for him. He was a backup
So who
quarterback.
you saying he got rid of?
Trey Lance. He said he brought up Trey Lance.
Have we watched
Jimmy G's out. Trey Lance is out. Sam
And
Darnold's
he's
out.
sticking
He
with Brock
believes.
Purdy.
All I'm saying-
But he stuck with Brock Purdy when the number was right.
but Chase,
He still is. They're still sticking with him.
What I'm saying is, now this team is not a super monster team, right? This ain't
not.
Space Jam's going to the monsters. This is over. That's over with. The defense is not as good. The offense, all your star players, McCaffrey is all banged up. He was the offensive player of the year that year. He's all banged up.
Yeah, getting
Debo
older.
is the most impactful player. He's going. Kittle getting a little older, still all right. Trent Williams, we don't know what he's going to do. So my thing is, if you're paying all this money, do you think he can lead that team to Super Bowls and NFC Championship games again?
Yes.
Well, why he missed the playoffs this year then?
Huh? I mean, you know this whole year. We had multiple topics on it. This year was not just because of Brock Purdy. The defense could not stop anything. There were tons of injuries. He had no number one
Chase,
receiver.
so I'm
Debo
saying-
wasn't a part of it.
hold
How
on,
about
we
just how
know
he
this.
played?
But-
Forget the team. How
I
he
think he
played.
played average.
Average. But do you
Aight.
James, you get where I'm going with this?
You know what I mean? Not
so
great,
let's
not
say
bad.
if you're making top 5 money and that happens again, maybe the defense don't get better. Maybe it just don't get better.
And he played all right.
And he play high, you give him top 5 money? Because there's some players, the defense ain't that good, and the wide receivers might not be there, and they can carry that team. That's what I'm telling you.
I get you. But before we go, but if you don't pay him, what do you do for
No,
quarterback?
see, I'm not saying don't pay him.
But he's not good. That's the thing, though. If he hits the free market, there will be a team or two.
I don't believe that. So, pay him top 5 money?
Why? Then why are
You know why?
Why are they? No. Why are they doing it now? They can wait a little because the price is only going to go up.
I'll tell you this
Yeah,
much.
You know what I mean?
Well,
The price is only gonna go up.
you're speaking facts because of how the NFL is set up.
And
We're-
that's why
we're
he's going to be
speak-
making top 5
And
money.
you're speaking facts on that. We're speaking on how you play and what we've seen you carrying the team. And we're saying we don't think you have earned that.
and-
You're saying you getting that because that's what the market say. We're saying you ain't earned that.
James.
And it's a mistake if you get that because you have not earned it. He earned highest paid running back of how he played, all pros and all. He earned that money. These quarterbacks that we talking about, the market said you should get that, but you didn't earn that.
You got one Pro Bowl, man.
Somebody get Chase a towel. Well,
What up, YouTube family? Welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.